Yeousch!
People always tell me stay in your lane, do your thing, but try to be different. I look at them and laugh like I ain't gon' change. I've been the same, plus I'm way too consistent.
What's up, guys? It's X-Rays and welcome to a new episode of Under the Knife Dissection. Today we're going to be taking a look at the PDW-57 submachine gun. It is one of the most popular submachine guns in Black Ops 2, apart from the MSMC. And there was a new patch that came out by Treyarch that tried to nerf the PDW a little bit, and we're going to cover that in a little bit further down the video. So before I do that, guys, if you guys want to check out the newest episode of Under the Knife Dissection, I covered the MTAR assault rifle. If you guys want to check that out, check out the link down in the description. I'm actually going to be doing a comparison between the MTAR and the Type 25 later on, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys want to check out the statistics and check out the previous episode of Under the Knife, go ahead and check down in the description below. Anyways, guys, now that I got that out of the way, let's jump straight into some of the stats on the PDW and why it's so popular. First of all, the PDW-57 is unlocked at level 4. It's one of the first submachine guns that you can get apart from the MP7, and it's actually a little bit better than the MP7 because a lot of people use it and a lot of people call it overpowered. But there was a patch, and we're going to find out a little bit more on about that, but it is one of the most popular ones, and you can tell right away because of how much it is used. The PDW-57 is a fully automatic SMG, something that a lot of people are used to in Call of Duty games. There is a burst fire SMG for the first time in Black Ops 2, a 3-round burst, which is the cheat com. We're going to cover that in a separate video, but all you have to know is that the PDW is a fully automatic. All you do is hold down the trigger and you're good to go. The PDW has a magazine size of 50 rounds per magazine. That is insane. It's the most out of any of the SMGs, and it actually is the most out of all of the guns apart from LMGs. It has more than assault rifles, more than the snipers, more than the shotguns, and it's, yeah, so apart from the LMGs, it is the gun with the most magazine, or the most rounds in a magazine. When you pop extended mags on this thing, it actually jumps up to 67 rounds per magazine, which means on this one you don't need extended mags for the PDW. You would much rather off be with a fast mags if you really want to, but if you don't want to use that, you're really going to be not changing your magazine too often, so I would suggest using another attachment with your PDW. The PDW does 35 damage up close, and at a distance it does 18. It's a pretty steep drop off, but again, the damage that it does is it's actually the second most damaging SMG in Black Ops 2. The PDW shoots at 720 rounds per minute. It's a little bit slower than most people are accustomed to with SMGs, but it does so much damage that really they had to balance it out with a slower rate of fire. The PDW has a time to kill of 0.1835 to 0.4338. So it's pretty standard numbers across the board. It's a little faster than all the other SMGs. But again, it's a pretty normal amount of time to kill. The PDW has a 3-shot kill range of 34 feet or around 10 meters. For some of you guys that understand meters, it's 10 meters, but in around 10 meters, it's really about 10.36 meters. But I'm going to just say 10 meters just so it's an even number. Because of this, the PDW is a 3 to 6 shot kill weapon. So on this one, it just basically means stay up close. It's an SMG. It's meant to be in close quarter. Keep it close. You're going to be mowing people down. The PDW has a headshot multiplier of 1.1 times. It's the same across all the SMGs. The only one that does not have a headshot multiplier really is the Scorpion Evo. Basically what this means is don't really go for the head if you're up close. Just go for the body. Don't risk, missing any shots. Just go for the body, and you're not gonna, you're not really gonna see any success or any real huge improvement in going for the head. Just go for the body. Just go for the body. Basically what I'm saying. The PDW actually, it used to have very low hip spread, but due to the recent patch that came out, Treyarch was, decided that too many people were using the PDW and the MSMC. It got patched and the hip spread was actually spread out a little bit more. I'm going to say it's going to be medium hip spread now. It's a little bit more. You can obviously tell whenever you're trying to, hip spray someone, you can see the real difference between what it used to do and what it does now. So this is Treyarch's idea. I honestly think it was dumb. I don't know, just because of this, I would say put a laser sight on the PDW if you really want to. If you're going to be doing a lot of hip spraying, because it does have a little bit more hip spread than some of the other SMGs now because of the recent patch. Because the PDW is a submachine gun, it has 100% movement speed. This basically just means that when you're aiming down sight and moving around, you're going to be moving at the 100% speed. So when you have ghost and you're aiming down sight, you're not going to be seen on the map. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, you guys can go see my dissection of the ghost perk. It's a little different, and the movement speed actually affects how the ghost perk works. The PDW has a knife speed of 1.1 seconds, so it's a little faster than some of the other stuff. Obviously, it's faster than an assault rifle, and it's actually the fastest knifing submachine gun apart from the Scorpion. They both have the same 1.1, so again, knife speed 1.1 seconds. The PDW has an ADS in and ADS out time of 0.22 to 0.2 seconds. It's really fast, faster than SMG, but not really much of a difference. It's about 0.03 of a second, so you're not really going to notice the difference. The PDW has a raise and drop time of 0.58 seconds to 0.3, so it takes about half a second to pull your gun up, and then it takes about 0.3 seconds to just drop it back down. The PDW reloads at 2.59 seconds if you have at least one bullet in the magazine, and if you reload cancel that animation, it drops down to 1.92, so it's a little bit of a slower reloading weapon. It's not like the Scorpion, which has actually the fastest reload time among all of the SMGs. It's a little slower, but again, it's made up for with the big magazine size that it has. You're not going to be, constantly reloading the weapon. If you were to reload completely and you go down to the last bullet and it goes through the full animation, it would actually increase all the way up to 3.19 seconds, and if you were to reload cancel, it would drop down to 1.94, so it's just a little bit slower, about 0.02 seconds slower than if you were to reload cancel with a animation where there was at least one bullet in the chamber. So basically the moral of the story, reload cancel whenever you can and whenever you have to. The PDW has very clear iron sights. It doesn't have anything that's obstructing it. It's basically just a top side view. You're going to know where the enemy's at. So if you really want to put an optic sight, you can, but with this one, there's really no need to put a red dot sight or any other kind of sight really on the PDW. It's very clear. You know where you're seeing, and you're going to be up close, so you're not really going to have to put something on to kill someone at a distance. The PDW used to have very low recoil, but due to the recent patch, again, Treyarch thinking that too many people are using the PDW and the MSMC, I'm going to say that the PDW now has moderate recoil, which basically means you can still pick people off at a distance, but it's going to take you a little bit more effort. It's very manageable recoil, but it's still a ton more than it used to see before. So I'm going to say keep it close. If you have to go for a distance, if you see someone, try to control it as much as you can. It's very predictable recoil, so you shouldn't have too much trouble, but just so you guys know, there is a little bit more moderate recoil. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Under the Knife Dissection. If you did, remember to slap a like on this video and a favorite if you really enjoyed it. And remember to leave a comment down below with any guns you guys want me to dissect next. It can be an SMG, assault rifle, or even a perk or a score streak if you guys really want to see that. Leave it as a comment down below and you might see it in a future episode of Under the Knife Dissection. So yeah guys, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm out. Peace.